This is the clam trail at Holgate. That isn't, that's where you can't be. But this allows clammers and just folks wanting to see the bay to cross federal land. The trail came after quite a bit of friendly negotiating with the federal folks at Forsythe. Hadn't made Forsythe Wildlife Refuge. This is a wilderness area, so rules are pretty strict here. But this particular area, as you can see, isn't all that heavily vegetated. And I guess technically it's called the Clamming Trail. Most of us just call it the Clam Trail. It's not what you'd call an elaborate tour. It does give quite a natural feel to it. Now, these posts recently went through a bit of a battering. Those are my boots squeaking in the sand. And as with every storm, there's a human residuals. Yes, I'll be picking it up. Looks like I'll be doing a lot of picking up. These strings from the balloons, they can pose a threat to wildlife. I have found turtles, and even once I had found a gannet wrapped in one hopelessly. Actually, I found it too late. That's why I know it was hopelessly. These holes there are not clams, clam diggers, I should say. That's your Canada geese rooting about. They're like a little bit like pigs with wings. It's often good bird watching here, but not today. Way over I see a I guess that's a I don't know what that is. Great white heron, maybe great white it's a great white. Swim away. No, it's maybe it's just an egret. Pretty dang nice out here. Though after a whole week of really clear weather and west wind and This coming week is going to be the opposite. Cloudy, drippy, chilly. There's I'm going to call it a spit over there, a little sand spit. Only comes out at the lowest tide, so today is after, as I said, almost a week of west winds. We're about an hour and a half before low. Here's another look at what Canada geese can do. Getting at the vegetation. And this is part of the Clamming trail terrain. Now, maybe I'll go out that way, but yonder you can see where the Clamming trail itself is actually a big loop, half loop, from the beach down to the bay and back out to the beach again. It's a goodly distance from the parking lot, but it's definitely worth the walk. Now, as to clamming, it's not what it once was, due to the fact that it's the Clamming Trail, and everybody and their great-great-grandmother come here and have come here and dug successfully at the start, meaning about, is it maybe 5 years ago now, 6 years, maybe, I don't know how long ago this trail was put up. It might even be like 10 years ago. See a couple shorebirds dining out there. Almost looks like a willet, but I don't. I'm pretty far away off. And this here is the view only at a really low tide. That's all kind of. Look at this grass. And getting past the tolerances of my boots here. I know when I gotten in too deep because the icy water fills in, rushes in. My socks start screaming to be saved. Maybe you can see that. The shorebirds there. Cool. Since I'm using the GoPro, I really should have used my my smartphone, because that does good close-ups. Could have seen exactly what type birds they were. So even if you were just come down here with binoculars, you're likely to get a pretty good show. Oh, I want to mention, this is the grasses that are underwater most of the time, that have come well to the surface. Ew. Yuck. It's a former whelk, knobbed whelk.